Okay, guys, we're going to do the devotion that got cut off the other day when I tried to go live. Apparently don't have that down yet, but that's okay. We were looking in Daniel. That's where that devotion was at. So we're going to go to Daniel chapter 3. And this is talking about when King Nebuchadnezzar decided that he was going to make this golden image, and that when the music was played, everybody had to bow down and worship that image. Well, we know the story. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego didn't, and somebody told on them, just like people. They just want to cause trouble, so they have to run and tell. So King Nebuchadnezzar called them into him. And this is where we're going to pick up, is where he asked them and they answered, okay? He had asked them why they didn't bend, why they didn't bear, and that was their God going to deliver them? That's what he'd ask them. So we're going to read the answer that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego gave him in Daniel 3, verse 17 and 18. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Verse 18, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Guys, our verse, what I was honing in on in that devotion was, but if not. But if not. That brings the words to mind that Job said, but if he slay me, yet will I trust him. They're saying, but if not, if he does not deliver us, I'm still not going to worship your king. I mean, your golden image. In other words, they were saying, I'm trusting my God and I'm serving my God only. We should be so set and committed to God that's how we should be in our daily lives, guys, regardless of what comes. When those things, like we were talking about yesterday about curveballs, when those curveballs come, when that chaos comes, when that disaster comes, when that thing that happens that just, here they're facing being thrown in the fiery furnace. I'm sure they've witnessed that before, because that was a common practice. They're still saying, whether God delivers us or not, we're not serving your God. We're not bowing down to your God. We only have one God, and him alone are we standing true to. Him alone are we trusting in. Him alone are we going to bow down to. Now, we know the story. King Nebuchadnezzar got mad, and he had the men turn the fiery furnace up 7 times more than what it ever was. And he had the strongest men of his army. It literally said the strongest men of his army bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Bound them up. Like they couldn't move anything. Bound them all the way up. And they are the ones that threw him in. And when they threw him in, it burned them up because it was so hot that it burned those guards up. It burned the soldiers up. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, let me read this to you because I love this. In verse 24, then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonied, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, you notice that? Loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Listen, but it said he rose up with haste. He rose up with haste. Immediately, when they were thrown in, they were loose, and God was down there with them. Or Jesus, same person, down there with them, walking around loose. It says when they pulled them out, there was not even a smell of smoke on them. But yet the fire was so hot that it burned the people up that threw them in. Guys, we serve a God that is so mighty and can do things that we cannot even imagine. It says that he can do things that are exceeding abundantly above anything we can ask or think. I mean, our little finite mind cannot even imagine the things that God is able to do. And today, I just want to concentrate on those words, but if not. Where do we stand, guys, with that? If God doesn't answer our prayers right away in the way we prayed them, well, right away we're kind of like, well, where's God? Why ain't he paying attention to me? Does he not care that I hurt? Does he not care? Guys, we have to have a faith that is so rooted and committed unto God that it doesn't matter what comes and what goes. We're going to say, but if not. In other words, if he don't answer my prayer, my faith is not shaken, I'm not going anywhere. He's still my God. In him I trust. Guys, that's just the way it has to be. That's the way our faith has to be. So this morning, our thought for this day, I think I put it on the thumbnail. Unanswered prayer, unshaken faith. Our faith should not depend on whether our prayer got answered the way we prayed it or not. Okay? That's it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it, okay? Love you guys.